It is about you. You are the selling point, and the landscape is changing. So be your authentic self because no one wants to go to work being miserable all day. Look at your own resume, look at your own LinkedIn, and look at your impact and what you have provided for that other company. And if you write things in that context, you're going to talk to the next employer.
In my opinion, it's about giving the customer what they really want and just blowing their mind once they get it. And that's what I really love to see, honestly.
Get people to do more of home cooking, home cooked meals, healthy meals, so we can all live long and happy.
I'm very proud to be a mom because, not for nothing, women are amazing.
Oh my God, the sacrifice, and how we make it look so easy.
I was just telling Joanne before we got on the call, I said, I had to run from my daughter's school. They had an Easter egg hunt. I said, all right, Mom, I gotta go to work. But, you know, just as moms, we make it happen, you know, supernatural abilities. We are the example for them, you know, and I know that with them being a better version of us.
You have to try. You never know how creative you are until you try. Because I didn't think I was creative. I found my creative side during a horrible time in my life.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. It is my pleasure to be with you on this Thursday. It is the last Thursday of February, aka Black History Month. But it is not the end because guess what? We celebrate Black History Month. What? 365 days a year. That was one of my favorite Caribbean songs. 365 days of the year, real love. But hello, everyone. My name is Athenia Rodney, CEO and founder of Juneteenth NYC. It is my pleasure to be here with you on today. It has been an amazing day. So much has been going on, but we are excited about our guests for today. Today we have a special woman, and I'll tell you a little bit about her host a little bit later. But this is a friend of mine who I've worked with for a little while, and this in particular person has been an ancestor of mine. She's been following me a lot lately, maybe the last 2 years or so, right? So Miss Harriet Tubman. So I connected with her. When was the first time I want to say I connected with her? I was doing a leadership program, and she just came to me and she just started talking to me about her unwaveringness and how she was able to navigate and how she was able to network and how she was just able to do so many things. And since then, I have been in a space of embodying her and really trying to gather from her strength, because she is an individual to kind of be reckoned with, if you know what I mean. I do want to share with you all before we go into bringing Ms. Tubman on. I do want to share a video with you. Let me see. Let me share my screen. This is actually it's official lyrics video performed by Cynthia Erivo. It is. I'll play it and I'll let you kind of see and go from there.
Come on back, peaceful.
Whoa, easy now.
I'm gonna be free or die.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
You have made it 100 miles to freedom. Would you like to pick a new name to mark your freedom?
Harriet Tubman.
Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I got a made up mind, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on.
Harriet, welcome to the Underground Railroad.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone, and I just might fail, but Lord knows I'll try. Shine stars fit on the sky.
Clearly I'm muted. Oh, so I said I'm gonna stop there because I'm getting very emotional. But this is a movie that we are going to be doing a preview of. It's not a movie that's out and about right now, but it is a movie that's definitely very prominent and has a lot to offer, and just understanding a little bit more of the story of my sister Harriet. So I am going to bring to the stage Miss Harriet Tubman. She is going to join me shortly, where we'll talk a little bit more about her. And today's session, the Underground Railroad Sing Along, conducted by Harriet Tubman, is a powerful interactive journey into the past. This experience invites us to sing, to clap, and immerse ourselves in the spirit of freedom, resilience, and unstoppable determination, like Harriet exemplified. Through the very songs that once fueled the journey to liberation, we will step into the world of Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad. And so let me bring Miss Harriet on. Hello, Miss Harriet. How you doing?
Grateful to be here and see the progress that has been made.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Miss Harriet.
How so? Oh my gosh! So you have been in my spirit for a little while, and I am just so grateful to have you in this space, and to kind of just to talk and to have some conversation with you. I do want to learn a little bit more about like what your journey was and how you expressed it. So I'll start by saying first and foremost, it is an honor to speak with you. As someone who dedicated her life to freedom and justice, can you tell us what fuels your spirit to keep fighting even in the face of adversity?
Because I know that good people don't deserve to be treated like beasts. And because of faith, faith in goodness, faith in the Lord, faith in people, both white and black, and everything in between. It is the faith that keeps me moving. The faith I have in you and the faith I have in me.
That is so powerful. So what I'm hearing from you, Harriet, is that you used your religion, you used your spiritual connection to lead. I mean, you did some amazing things. You went through multiple times, 13 times to be exact, to get. And so ironic how that number is so relevant to the 13th Amendment and how of us being free. Can you talk to us a little bit about what your journey was like?
Oh, I'll be happy to take you on the journey with me. If you are willing to use your imagination and come on that journey with me, I'll take you. The journey to freedom, which we're still on, but we've come a long way. So we got to give credit for that. Are you ready to go on that journey?
I'm ready to go on that journey.
One of the things that helped us moving forward is the music. The music was the greatest motivation. Without it, there were times we felt like why even bother? But once we had a song in our heart, that song, it pushed us forward. It fueled us. It gave us determination. And it also fed us messages to let us know where to go, when to go, what time to go, who to look for, what to bring, who to trust. It's how we communicated with each other on this thing they call the Underground Railroad. It was groups of people, good people, God-fearing people, loving people that knew what was going on in the land at the time was wrong. And it wasn't always black. We couldn't have done it if it wasn't other people. I learned a long time ago that you cannot depend on someone to be there for you based on their color. Color don't matter. It's the eyes. You got to look in the eyes. And if you see God in the eyes, you know you got yourself a friend. This is dangerous times. We don't have the chance to depend on someone being your friend based on color. Oh, no, no, no. Because if you did that, that same person go run tell Massa, this person about to do this, that person doing this. Oh, no. See, we had a song called Swing Low, Sweet Chat. I wonder if y'all heard of this song already. Have you heard of it?
I don't know. How does it go?
Well, I'm going to invite you to sing it with me.
Okay.
Sound a little something like this. I'll start it out.
Okay.
But let me tell you first. See, when you heard this song, you know there was going to be an opportunity to leave the plantation. See, this song right here that I'm about to sing with you, this song had a code in it. See, Master hear it, think we just singing. But we letting folks know, come tomorrow, come couple days, the man in the chariot coming. He gonna swing on by. You get on low and be ready, because we can't wait for nobody. Got to be on top. And it went like this. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sweet Lord, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Well, I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. I'm going to invite you to sing. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sweet Lord, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Well, if you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm coming to. Let me hear you. Coming for to carry me home. Come on in. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
Yes.
Oh, sweet that song was. You got a little bit nervous, but you felt good. Because if you had the courage to do it, you know that it's time. Chariot will be coming. So you come on out at the appointed time. Chariot moving slow and quiet. We get on in the chariot. Sometimes, see that you get in the chariot and they cover you up. It's really a wagon. But for us, it's a chariot. And we get covered up. Sometimes they put potatoes on top of us, carrots, cotton bales, whatever. Only a couple of us could fit in there at a time. But we gets in, we tightens up, and we goes. Always a little lump in your throat. This ain't no game. At any moment, at any time, this old wagon can stop and be checked. So you know what we's doing in that wagon? We's praying and hoping and having faith that we gonna make it true. Finally, chariot stop. We don't know where we's at. We just hoping the chariot stop in the right place and that we not being stopped to show papers or anything else. Chariot stop. We hear the knock. Tell us, come out. We safe. Shh, quiet. With our little bread and potato in our pocket. Did we just take a bite every day to keep us going? We come out. Chariot man, wagon man, leave us by the river. Okay, what we's for do now that we by the river? Chariot man say, we's gotta get in the river, gets to the other side, because by now, Massa must know we missing. And dogs, vicious dogs, hungry dogs, angry dogs, gonna be on the way real soon. And the only way to keep ourselves safe and to hide the scent of our body from the dogs is to get through that river. We take a breath and we invite the Lord on the journey. Now that river there, don't think that's an easy thing. There are creatures in that river, some we know about and some we don't. What do you think was in that river? Oh, all kind of things. Things we could feel touching us, but we keeps on going. Things we could feel nibbling at our feet and at our backs, but we keeps on moving. Because we got to do what? We got to bless that water and know that God is with us. And that's what we did. We trusted in the Most High. And we sang. We built ourselves up and sang. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in white. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, it looks like the leader of the Israelites. God's gonna trouble the water. Whoa, wade in the waters. Come on, wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, it looks like the band that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, wade in the water. Sing with me now. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Oh, God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Yes.
And we made it to the other side. Soaking wet, shoes wet, clothes wet. We'd have to pull off those blood fucking leeches off of our body. They were all over. Don't you fantasize and think that this was something easy. This was something hard. Even for me, the first time was just as hard as the last time. I never, ever approached it like it was something easy to do, because each time was equally dangerous. A matter of fact, more dangerous the more times we did it. Well, we kept on moving, and we kept on moving. And we was told the way to go is to look up and see the stars. And you will see this one really bright star. See that star there? That star gave us hope. God put that there star in the sky for us. And it was a pattern in the sky. It looked like a ladle, or what we call a drinking gourd. And the handle of the drinking gourd pointed right at that star. And that star would take us north. So we had a little song that we sang to help us in that way. You see, the song was the map. We ain't had no GPS. That was the GPS. So we sang a little song, and it was called Follow the Drinking Gourd. And it went like this. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd, for the old man is waiting for to carry us to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. When the sun comes back and the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd, for the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. The river banks makes a mighty good road. The dead trees will show you the way. Left foot, peg foot, following the freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is waiting for to carry us to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Let me hear you sing with me. Follow the drinking gourd. One more time. Follow the drinking gourd. So we followed that drinking gourd toward the north. And just like the song said, there was an old man there waiting to carry us to freedom, to the next step, showing us the way. And let me let you know, it wasn't always the same direct way. Strategically, we couldn't keep on going in the same path. We always had to shift it. We always had to change it. Even if just a little bit. Instead of going to this person's house, we might go to that person. It was all about keeping your ears open. Whispers and signs and quilts and songs. But we got there. And we're still going. And we're still moving. And this is part of the track to get there. Well, sometimes on a journey, we'd be hungry. Yes, there was folks to help us. But we use a lot of energy. And the little bit of potato we had in our pockets that we took 2 bites of a day, sometimes just wasn't suffice. So we had to draw down deeper in ourselves to keep reminding us why are we doing this? For what? We're doing it for our children. So we will sing. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. Oh, before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more crying. No more crying. No more crying over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. And those songs motivated us to go through all the pain. We take it so our children don't have to. Well, there come a point where we get to a bridge. We came a long way. We tighten up. And we see the man at the bridge with them dogs again. Them hungry dogs. Them vicious dogs. And there's barking. The kind of bark that you knew that those dogs wanted to sink their teeth inside of you. But we gave each other courage. We locked up really close because we know we're going over this bridge. And we're saying, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. We ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. We gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching on to freedom land. Sing it with me. We ain't gonna let nobody turn us around, turn us around, turn us around. We ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. We gonna keep on walking and keep on talking, marching on to freedom land. Marching on to freedom land. Yeah, we kept it going. And we thank God for the music. And we know that even though we're not where we was, we still got a ways to go. But guess what? Ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping us now. And we gonna keep it going. And that's just a little bit, just a touch of the Underground Railroad sing-along. I hope that we can do this in person one day so you can get the fullness of the experience and the music and the singing that kept us as a people motivated to keep on moving forward. My name is Miss Harriet Tubman.
Wow, that was so powerful. That was so powerful. Oh my gosh, you got me over here in tears. Just recounting your story, Harriet, that it is beyond me, all of the stuff that you had to go through, that you had to experience, and only Jesus could keep everyone, keep you going, and to know that you did this 13 times like this. That you didn't just say, you know what, I did it for myself and I'm one and done. You went back multiple times to get people, and not just adults. You went back and got babies. And, you know, just as you were talking about going through the waters and things crawling on you and leeches and all of that stuff, I'm just imagining, oh my gosh, these babies and what they had to experience and what that felt like for them being a part of this, and the challenges that they were experiencing. And I know we talk about today in modern times how we have it hard. And just to understand this, I'm like, we have it's a different type of hard. But what you went through, I applaud you. And if y'all are watching, please share, drop some applause in the chat, because this was amazing. Just hearing the stories, the songs, and it's funny because as you were saying them, I'm like, oh yeah, I know the song, and I'm dancing, and I'm like, these were songs that were made to kind of be like joyful or in our mind, but they were messages. So like the fact that you were saying that, and I'm like, I I see how that was a message. I see how that was telling them what to do, how to do it, telling people where to meet you, or like all of those things is so powerful. So thank you, and thank you for that. I do have a couple of questions. I'm trying to gather myself to even get to speak. So in your time, you fought tirelessly to free people from bondage. Today, many still feel trapped by economic struggles, racial injustices, and political division. What would you say to those who feel powerless in today's America?
It don't matter. None of your business. They's gonna do what they gonna do. Things gonna happen. It's gonna be hurricanes. It's gonna be floods. It's gonna be presidents. But you just got to know who you are in your heart and keep on moving forward. Believe in yourself and believe in the future. That's all you've got to do. We can't do much about what those people plan to do. We don't know what they're going to do tomorrow. We just got to trust ourselves that whatever they decide to do, we's going to stand up, know and respect ourselves as human, come together as community, and keep pushing forward. We just keep pushing forward. No matter what they do, we just keep pushing forward.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And you're right. We can't change. Just like during slavery, we couldn't change who they were and what they wanted to do to us. All we could do was just push forward and hope and pray that when we got on the other side, that there was a better situation for us.
You make it better.
Yeah.
You do your part. Come together. Start spreading out. Create community. We all we got. We all we got.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking about community, how can communities come together to create real change?
Well, I'm so grateful for this Juneteenth NYC platform here because this is community.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. And this community is moving forward. I hear about all the things that Juneteenth NYC is doing. All the minglings and the education and the gatherings and the creating the opportunities for people. That's it right there. You got the answer right there. Continue with what you're doing. Juneteenth NYC is doing freedom work. Good work. Work I believe in. Work that's needed. That's going to help keep us continuing on that journey to freedom.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Woo, all right. Thank you for sharing that because, a lot of times we feel like it's hard, like the work that we're doing is not enough and that people don't see it. So thank you for sharing that because we are trying to bring our people together. We're trying to remove the stigmas that are around us so that we're not in a space of infighting amongst each other. We all one people. I think somebody put in the chat, we all bleed red. And like you said, it wasn't just the people of color that were helping. There were other people that were helping along the route. And if it wasn't for them, we would not be, we wouldn't have been free. Like that wouldn't have happened. So, yeah.
We are all brothers and sisters of this planet Earth.
Yeah.
We got to win together. We need each other. They need us. We need them.
So you talking about needing, so one of the things that's come up for me is this idea of bartering, right? And especially we're about to go into this phase of tomorrow, we are going to be starting what's called the blackout, economic blackout, right? We are being kicked out of places.
Oh yeah.
The DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, it's turned into a bad word in so many places, especially a lot of stores where we frequently have patronized. We've patronized Walmarts, we've patronized Targets, we've patronized Amazon, McDonald's, Lowe's, like all of these places. And on tomorrow is going to be the first of a series of what we're calling economic blackout days. We are encouraging our communities not to support these establishments, not to purchase anything from them, but instead to purchase from African American business owners.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think about the idea of bartering, self-sufficiency, and community support during this time of this economic challenge?
It's so encouraging. It's so encouraging. There have always been economic challenges, but we don't focus on it. We keep moving forward. We support each other. We spend with each other. We encourage each other. I think it's a good thing because that's community getting together on one accord, deciding, meeting, what we gonna do? Because that's what we did. What is we gonna do? Is we gonna just sit down and just make anybody do whatever? We got to do something.
Yeah.
We got to do something. And so I'm proud to see that my work and the work of my colleagues and other sisters and brothers, because it wasn't just me on the Underground Railroad. I couldn't tell you that. I'd be lying. There was many heroes and sheroes moving people through. Shoot, somebody helped me move through the first time I did. The most important thing is that we still get together and say, what is we gonna do? And we do something.
Yeah.
Something.
Do something. You say, God, he can't work with nothing. You got to do something. Make movement. Have action so that something can move. So doing.
And if you can't do something, support the people who is doing something. If you're not the one who create the petition, and somebody come and say sign it.
Yeah.
Support the effort. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
Some people, it's foot soldiers. Everybody might not be a foot soldier.
Yeah.
And that's all right. But maybe they could give $1, $2. Maybe they could make one phone call. Maybe they could volunteer one day. Just do something.
You preaching real good, Harriet. You preaching real good. Oh my gosh, you preaching real good. So even talking about today, let's talk about leadership in women. Like, you are such a prominent and powerful woman. As a Black woman, you led not just women, but men and children to freedom without fear. And I'm sure you probably did have fear, but you didn't show it. What would you say to Black women today about stepping into leadership roles, whether in business, politics, or activism?
Well, if you have the thought that you don't belong there, that you can't do anything, that you are unworthy, uneducated, not smart, that's going to hold you back. Just know that it's possible you might be all of those things. You might be stupid. You might be ugly. You might be dumb. You might be poor. But keep on moving forward. Because you got something that can make a difference. And sometimes you don't find out until you start. Until you make that first step. And then you say, shoot, I don't know how to read, but I know how to talk. And I know how to share how I feel, and I know I'm passionate. So let me go on ahead and speak up at that meeting. I might not have that vocabulary, but they're going to understand me. So don't worry about all that stuff.
Yeah.
In my hair looking right. My dress together. Take your passion on the floor. Take your belief on the floor. We don't got no time to play. It was serious times back in my time, and it's still serious. Because at any moment, it can go back in that direction.
Yeah. Ooh. That part. What they say, what we don't know or don't understand, that we are doomed to repeat. And exactly what you said, if we are not taking a stand, if we're not fighting, like we're going to be doomed to repeat it. We're going to end up back in this space where we're not gonna have any control over our moving, our going, and our coming ins, and using our money, saving it, putting it to good use. This is a time not to be frugal with your money. This is a time to be very cautious of what you are spending your money on. Is it necessary? Is it a need? Not, I'm trying to live my life out loud. Being healthy is what I'm, is one of those things that I'm encouraging, and we're going to be pushing within the Juneteenth tribe. So if you have not joined, we encourage you to go to our website, JuneteenthNY.com, and sign up for our newsletter. We're going to be rolling out a whole series of workshops based on my sister right here, Harriet Tubman, and her leading the way. We are looking to empower you to be a trailblazer. And what a trailblazer means is exactly that: to keep going, to not let your past hold you back, to not let the circumstances of what is around you and what situation you think may be, because something else, something better is better on the other end. Something at the end of that railroad track is better. It's better.
That's right. You say keep hope alive, keep it alive.
Yes, keep hope alive. So talking about that, it's funny you just said hope. You talked a lot about faith during this through your journey. Faith played a crucial role in your mission in these uncertain times. How can faith be used as a tool for strength and resilience to our community right now?
Oh, well, faith is the gas. You won't start if you don't have faith.
Yeah.
You won't even start, because faith is the belief in the possibility that it can happen. If I didn't think that freedom was possible, I would have never left that plantation. I would have never left that plantation. I want you all to have that faith, because faith has brought you this far. And we have come a long way. You have come a long way. Remember where you started. Remember that.
Yeah.
And it was just a little seed in your heart that said, let me have the courage to keep moving forward, to take a first step and a second step. And now look at you.
And trust me, every year I'm ready to quit. So
oh yeah.
This is no easy feat, and especially this year, it is I thought COVID was the most challenging. This year has been extremely challenging financially, not, like you said, not having the support from our corporate partners that we've had in the past, not having people losing their jobs and having to refocus themselves towards trying to build money so that they can pay their bills, and so not having enough time to volunteer or to do a lot of these things. So it's been challenging in so many fronts. And one of the things that we are looking to impress upon next is our children. So what would you say to our children what would you say to encourage our young people today, especially those struggling to find hope in America's future?
Well, again, I have to go back to faith, right? We have to have faith in our children, and we have to create community for our children. Now, they're going to do their own thing. You understand? But if you are a mosque-going person, don't leave the babies at home. Take them to the mosque with you. If you a church-going person, don't leave them babies at home. Take them to the church with you. Because in all the doings that they do, we need to make sure that we speak a word over our children. Take them to the synagogue with you. Take them to the museum. They're going to get what they get from the world, but make sure they get what they're supposed to get from you, from us. Make sure we speaking word over them. Encouragement. Showing them the opportunity. Because it's always going to be bad stuff, crazy stuff going on. Show them. Look right there. There's some light. Look right there. There's an opportunity. Look right there. You can make that. We have to keep on showing them that even in all of this chaos, there's always light. There's always some kind of opportunity. There's always some kind of possibility. Keep on showing it to them. Free pick their friends, right? You can't pick all their friends, but if you create certain communities for them to be a part of, then you will know who they're socializing with.
Yeah.
And even if they have other friends who are not in the community that you have created for your children, invite those children in. Say, come on, you want a snack? You want to come with us? The family go in bowling.
Bring them in. Yeah, I agree. I mean, and that's something that I definitely do. I have 3 children, and I'm constantly bringing others with us whenever we're going and doing something. So we're coming to the end of the hour, and I do have one final question for you. What is one thing every person listening today can do to honor your legacy and continue the work of building a better, freer future?
They can honor my legacy by appreciating their ancestors and reading the stories and keeping it alive. They can honor the legacy by going to vote. I know they say that voting don't count. Maybe it do, maybe it don't. But come on. Somebody laid their life on the line to give you the opportunity to do it. People was bitten by dogs. So honor your ancestors and put your voice in. Now, I ain't going to tell you who to vote for, but just put it in. I know the system is corrupt, but just put it in. Let them see that we's voting, that we's paying attention, that we care. Honor our legacy by not letting our good works go in vain. Because remember, there was one time where you as a woman, you as a Black person, you as a person who didn't own land could not have a say-so on nothing. Don't waste our blood. Don't waste our tears. Go on out there and vote.
Thank you so much, Harriet Tubman. It was a pleasure having you this year. You were amazing. I'm going to send you backstage while I close this out. Everyone, please give her a round of applause. Just thank her for her time and being with us and just coming to share her song and all of that greatness. So we thank you, and thank you. And I'll see you backstage. Oh my gosh. I hope you got a lot out of that. I done sat there, I done cried, and I don't think any of my sessions that I've done that I've cried like this. And I'm not ashamed of it, just allowing it to flow, because so much of what she shared, so much of what our ancestors have experienced, we are doomed to repeat it. And we do have to take a stand. It's not okay for us to just stand back and let things happen to us, by us, or to anyone else that was next to us. Because when we sit in there and we looking at somebody else, they always say, when you pointing, there's always a finger pointing back at you. So know that when you pointing at somebody else and I look at them, that moment could be you. Some people were looking at others and they're like, oh yeah, I see you don't have a job. And then next thing they know, they don't have one either. So you don't know when everybody is one situation away from ending up where we started. Just want to tell you a little bit about our Harriet Tubman person. That is our sister Soraya. We thank her for bringing Harriet Tubman's spirit and legacy to life in such a powerful way. If you are interested, please go to her website. It's showing on the bottom, her Instagram, Watoto_entertainment. She can bring Harriet Tubman, as you saw, in song and in play, to any event that you may be doing in person, to schools as an educational opportunity, to your job as an educational opportunity. She will be our presenter for Juneteenth this year. So we are very excited to have Sister Soraya of Watoto Entertainment. Please go to her website, watotoentertainment.com, and support her. She is doing amazing work, and it takes a lot to embody someone and to take on their spirit and what they went through, and to be able to share. Just talking to her, it felt like I was talking to Harriet. It didn't feel like I was talking to Sister Soraya. If anyone knows her, you could tell the difference. But Sister Soraya also does a couple of other characters as well throughout the year. But this is her newest character, which I'm very excited to have her about. And we are at the end of the hour, so I'm going to close this out. Again, I thank you all for joining us. It was been my pleasure. We look forward to having you join us next week, Thursday at 12 o'clock. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for supporting us, joining every week, sharing our message, and going and donating. Even if it's just $5, it helps. Trust me. God bless you all. Have a good one and have a good weekend. Bye.